Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Mike 50, huh? Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, Haywood.
To throw again, Sutherland. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey!
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
I'm trying to collect.
On third down, Sutherland got an open man. That's Campbell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
15,
Well, he'll find Hall. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Watch the run.
Hey, Charlie.
51 to Mike. Hey,
Mike.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now third down and 4.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Back to throw. Sutherland able to haul it in as Kittle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Strip the ball. Strip that.
Ready?
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
To throw on third down. Sutherland over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go with a keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Out, 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 out. 49, check 49.
And a give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, Farley. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
We're scoreless after one. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Sutherland. And he's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Lions nothing. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerve.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 34. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Check 31. Check 31. Okay. Check.
Right back to him on first down. The 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
Let's go.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score, Chargers 13, Lions 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Sutherland into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Throwing to start the drive. Farley, and he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now this throw caught left side. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Safety's green. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Jim.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Second and 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But now it's 3rd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
14. Chargers, 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up second.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Johnson was the intended receiver. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line.
Check 90.
On second down, Love. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. From the gun, Sutherland, and that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Back to throw. Sutherland. He's got daylight. The 30, 20, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Lions 21, Chargers 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go. 18, Gator.
Let's get off the field, team.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Sutherland. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Throwing on first down. Sutherland. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a give running right is Love. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Double time. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Hey, Alpha. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Too little. Tap. Go.
Operating from the gun. Sutherland. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Bang.
Now a handoff looking right. He finds an opening past the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards that time on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Farley. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Robinson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Campbell making the catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, exit. Check 43. 61. Matchbox lights. Get it.
Back to throw. Sutherland. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get in the weight room. Bravo.
From the gun, Sutherland. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Operating from the gun, Sutherland. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Now Gurley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
First down, Lions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Looking to throw. Farley. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check 52. You go tight. You got tight.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
That's it, baby.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
At the 38-yard line.
Watch the whip. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Jump, jump.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. From the gun, Farley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Ready?
50 seconds to Mike. I got you. I got you.
To throw on second down, Sutherland. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw on third down, Sutherland completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain of 18. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Switch.
Get it.
On first and 10, Sutherland will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Hey, box drop. There.
Second and 15. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
On first down, Sutherland. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Check. Lucky.
They run. It's Gurley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, wahoo! Shoot.
Second and 3. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Down. 90 Wolf. And here we go.
Watch the pass. Go, Mike 51.
5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together. Go.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And this game will remain tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Slam. Back. 36. Check. Kill. Rock.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Mike's 50. All right. Let's go, B. Let's go. Now let's get there. Go. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. I smell fear in that offense.
Operating from the gun. Farley. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Check 4. Check 4.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. They're not ready for this, man. Check. Wall. Get wall. Hey, switch gears.
And to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Shift. Check 3. What? Go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got you, son.
Back to throw. Farley. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal, at least not to start. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Detroit, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.